rock. I won the AMA's Be a Moto-Journalist for a Day contest, and I was thrilled to find out it's actually 3 days. I'll be attending the Yamaha Champions Riding School at Miller Motorsports Park here in Salt Lake City. I am not the slowest to get to the van, so that's part one. The nerves have really kicked in this morning. I got really nervous after watching some YouTube videos of people on the track and seeing exactly how far over they're leading these bikes and how fast they're going through the corners. And, you know, embrace your fear.
Aggressive at this lean angle, you're not going that quick yet. At more and more lean angle, this stuff's going to start to hurt you. And so non-negotiables will get into that smoothness of the throttle and brakes. And take that another step if you're thinking, okay, I'm going to be smooth with the throttle and brakes, which makes sense at lean angle. Boy, but yet I'm going to flick my bike into the corner. I'm going to go ahead and throw my bike in the corner. So every time I steer, right? I just.
At the very beginning of the day, they showed us a list of the repair costs for the damages to the bike, which I wasn't aware that we were actually responsible for that, but we are. And the cheapest thing on there is $750, I believe, and most of them are around $2,500. So I didn't do anything to calm my nerves. It did help me to really focus and pay attention, and I think that panned out for me. Regardless, day one's in the bag. I'm not in the bag. Bike did not go down. All in all, good day. Who am I kidding? It was a great day. My intention when I was at the Yamaha Champions Riding School was to film myself at the end of each day, giving my impressions of you know, the day, the highs, the lows, the goods and the bads. And the truth is, by the end of the second day, I was just too tired. We did a drill called the pointy end of the cone drill, where each of the 3 instructors is randomly placed throughout the track at various points. And they will lay a cone on its side on the track, and you have to take the bike to whichever side of the cone where the point of the cone is, hence the pointy end of the cone drill. What this did was really make you focus on scanning ahead, scanning through the turns, scanning up to the next turn, you know, really looking forward to your entrance and your exit apexes. It became apparent that I wasn't doing that enough, because I felt like I was faster during that drill than in just regular lapping earlier in the day. Took a lap with Nick Einach following me with the camera bike, and you know, I missed a couple of the apexes on some corners, and he was telling me I was turning in too late. Then I had a discussion with Ken Hill immediately, you know, after that, and he said, well, try this, try turning in sooner but slower. And something that simple just boom made a huge difference. It was really incredible that, you know, one simple statement could make that big of a difference, but it was exactly what I needed to hear at that point. Money you will save by not crashing as frequently will easily offset the cost of the school. I think that you should spend the money on your own education and your own skill set before you spend money on trying to improve a bike that you probably aren't using to its full potential already. And the third, and possibly the most important reason is, if you're lucky like me, you might be in one of the classes where the lead instructor, Nick Einach, starts stripping in one of the corners and you've got to ride past him. And I tell you what, that's one way to make me go faster through that corner. I just don't want to see that. So one of the most impressive things about the school to me was the emphasis on safety. One of the things that they teach you very early on is you don't have to keep up with your group. Go at the pace that you feel comfortable at. Learn the right line, learn the right technique, slowly build your pace up to it, but always use the right line, always use the right technique, and you can gradually increase your pace. I mean, I was actually amazed at the infrequency of moments, if you know what I'm saying. And we did, probably 250 miles worth of laps. Like, you know, it's only a 2.25 mile track or so. But we did over 100 laps in 3 days, and zero crashes. I went off the track once, but I didn't crash thanks to my dirt riding skills. I've talked to people who've gone to other schools and they're like, yeah, you're going to see some crashes, 7 or 8 probably in a day, but you know, the great thing is you got all the gear, you're on a track, there's safe run out, nobody gets hurt. It's awesome. Well, nobody gets hurt when nobody crashes either, and it's even more awesome. So I got to give the thumbs up to Nick, Ken, Shane. You guys were all awesome, and big thank you to the AMA for giving me this opportunity. Only problem is now I got to find room in my garage for a sport bike or some better tires.